Welcome to St. Louis and Busch Stadium, home of the Cardinals since 2006. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Man, Singy, he was on a whole different level in his last game. What an effort.
Yeah, Boog, he had that look in his eye from the jump. Really had the hitters guessing all day. So much confidence on the mound, and the stats back it up.
First pitch coming your way next. And on the hill in this one, Andre Palante. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Mickey Moniak, the next Cub to hit.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Foul ball there. Runner in scoring position, nobody out here in the second game of the series. Breaking ball in there for a strike. In the air, right field. Walker moving under it. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The throw in. And it comes in too late. He's up to third on the flyout with one away. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. And we check out the guy in the 7th spot, Brenton Doyle.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency. That bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
Brent Rooker up to bat next. Lays off for a ball.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Close, but called a ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Just getting started here in St. Louis. Next offering misses. 3 balls, no strikes.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Next offering in there for a strike. Strike 1. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Pete Crow Armstrong now at the plate, 7th in the National League in RBIs.
Ball. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Corner at third. Rooker at first. One gone. Flips the corner, and the count even at 1. Singy, he's been one of the best players in baseball in terms of scoring runs. In fact, his numbers place him top 5 in the league. Here's a 1-1. There's the strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
2 on, 1 out. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Here's a 1-2.
Ball 2.
Called out on strikes. Huge strikeout there for Armstrong. Wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And the strike call will stand. Still 1 challenge left for them. Dangerous hitter at the plate in Alex Bregman. A big game for him last night. He had 4 hits in that one. Two on, 2 outs. Bregman takes downstairs. Almost got him.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Corners are occupied with 2 down. Oh, great stop. Throw to second. Nicely done for the out. Cubs strand a couple. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. There's no score. You're dialed into the show. Back here in St. Louis, and on the hill for the Cubs, number 70. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environments. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Lars Nootbaar, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Rips 1 to left. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer. And he hit the ball on the screws.
At the plate, Alec Burleson. Strike on the inside corner. That one's in there, and the count is 0-2.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed or wet.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 0-2.
Ball one.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting third baseman.
Here's a Cardinals lineup now. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Alec Burleson.
And he's leading them in runs batted in this season, which tells me this guy is able to slow things down when it seems like there's a little bit of pressure, and he's looking at it as an opportunity to do damage. You know, a lot of guys, they see runners on base and they get big. They feel like all this pressure, I've got to get these runs in, but somehow he seems to settle into these situations. So watch out when he comes to the plate.
Here's Nolan Gorman. Man at first, one away. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday, another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
And here's the catcher, Pedro Pajes.
Ball.
Nootbaar, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Well, he looks to have some quality stuff on the hill today. Start this outing out, pepper in the zone, arm is loose, and firing him in there.
Strike 2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
1-2, bottom of the first. The pitch. Tied him up on a fastball inside. We played an inning. No score. Back here in St. Louis, we move ahead to the top of the second now. Michael Busch digs in now. Busch with a homer in his last game.
Ball, that's too high. Hook one.
Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
No.
Outside. Ball 3. That one misses.
Take your
so
bait.
lead off walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Brenton Doyle, the next Cub to hit. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. No score here in the second.
Ball.
Here's a 1-1. Fastball for a strike.
I'm a little surprised with how patient they've been against the fastball. They've taken a few for strikes now. I'd like to see them show some confidence by attacking those pitches.
The 1-2. On the ground. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He decides to hold on to it, and that leaves them with runners at first and second.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Digging in, Moises Ballesteros. That one lifted to left, brings it in.
Batting ninth, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
2 aboard with 1 out. And here comes Dansby Swanson. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Two on, 1 out. And that drops in for a strike.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
And the 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. The Cubs with a chance to score first here at the top of the second. That one kicks away from the catcher. Both runners move up on the wild pitch, and the double play is no longer in order.
With 2 on and 1 out, you're just hoping you can get a double play ball to get yourself out of the inning. But now you've really got some work to do. You need a big strikeout here.
The 1-2. Center field. He's got it. Runner tags from third. The relay to the plate. Safe. And they take the lead.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Nico Horner.
Here's Nico Horner. Led off this game with a double. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. Line drive. That's a base hit. Doyle coming home. Here comes the throw. He's safe. It's 2-zip.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So 2 down. Next is the designated hitter, Mickey Moniak. Flied to right his first time.
Yep. No, that's it.
Corner off of first with 2 away. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. A strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Cubs 2 and the Cardinals nothing. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Bottom of the inning. So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Nelson Velasquez.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
And a swing and a miss.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Next to hit, Victor Scott. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
That's a ball.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
The 2-2 on the way. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Next to hit, Mason Wynn. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. That is the inning. And down in order go the Cardinals. They trail things here 2-0. Back here at Busch Stadium, stepping in the long ball threat, Brent Rooker.
Hey!
You know, these Cubs showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Tied him up inside with that one.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. He's 0 for 1. And
No,
fastball
off the
misses
plate.
outside for a ball. And that is ball 1.
Well, he looks
That's
more
down.
focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That
Ball
one
3.
misses. 3 balls, no strikes. Tried to check his swing there, appeal to third. No, he held back. That's ball 4.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Bregman, batting with 1 down, takes the strike. Crow Armstrong at first, 1 gone. And there's a foul ball. Breaking ball, and that got him.
Up next for the Cubs, first baseman.
So up next for Chicago, Michael Busch. He walked and came around to score his first time up.
Ball.
Two on, 1 out. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. The 1-1. And a foul ball. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Stays alive. Got him swinging for the kill. And that's 4 strikeouts. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Brenton Doyle will hit next. Reached on an infield single his first time. This is a guy that they are counting on to deliver, and early on this season it's been a struggle. That's
No,
outside.
off the plate.
Ball one. Bottom line, his resume says he's a good hitter. Just has not gotten off to a very good start. And you got to figure, regress to the mean, water finds its level, all those things, that he will end up having a good year. Ground ball right side, and the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. They're up 2-0. Back here in St. Louis, Rossini, as we talked about earlier, he was dominant in his last start and doing the same thing again today.
Yeah, Boog, in total control on the mound in this one. What a run he's on. Let's see if he can keep this thing going.
Bouncer to second. Over to first. One pitch and one out.
Batting ninth, right fielder, Jordan.
Now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Fastball for a strike at 95.
Ball, no.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Ball.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Here's the 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Inside. Full count now. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
This guy will throw any pitch at any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Lars Nootbaar, the next to hit. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Right through there for a strike. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back here at Busch Stadium. Now the Cubs catcher, Moises Ballesteros. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Number 67 appears to be getting loose. Graceffo getting cranked up as well. Lined into right. And there's one down.
Up next for the Cubs, shortstop.
Dansby Swanson stands in. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up.
Ball. Hard.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
1-2 now.
No.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Corner lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4.
Ball.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Swings and misses, struck him out. Nothing happening there for the Cubs as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here in St. Louis and stepping in for the Cardinals, Alec Burleson.
Alec Burleson.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point. You know, these Cardinals just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Outside corner, there's a strike. Next offering popped in the air, right field. And there's one down.
Up next for the Cardinals, third baseman.
Now the third baseman, Nolan Gorman, struck out looking in his first at bat.
Ball 1.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
The Redbirds down by a pair. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Just off the inside edge. And There's the automatic. What a stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
And the batter now, Pedro Pajes. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Hey.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Nelson Velasquez next up for the Cardinals. Struck out looking his first time. In the dirt. Pajes off of first with 2 away.
Ball 1.
The 1-1. And a foul ball. The 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So 1 left for the Cardinals. They trail it here 2-0.
Now pitching.
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Number 67.
And this is his 40th appearance of the season, so he's starting to log a decent amount of work this year.
Now the number 2 hitter, Mickey Moniak.
The designated hitter, Mickey Moniak.
And that one is in for a strike at 95. 0-1. To the right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And they have their first hit since the 2nd inning.
Up next for the Cubs, right fielder.
Here's a big power threat. Brent Rooker. He is struck out, and he is walked. Now. In the air, right field. Walker should have this one. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Up next for the Cubs, center fielder Pete Crow Armstrong.
1 out man at first. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Just missed.
That's the ball. No.
Here's a 2-0. And that one fouled off. Just missed.
Got to be down in the zone with that two-seamer if you're gonna be effective with it.
And a 3-1 on the way. Line drive to short and caught.
They couldn't ask for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Here's Alex Bregman. Right through there for a strike. And the 0-1. That one fouled off. That's way outside. And the count 1-2. Got him swinging. Cubs lead one, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Welcome back. Singing he was sharp in his last time out and is equally as dialed in today.
Yeah, Boog. Based on the last 2 games, he's quickly becoming the ace of the staff. Impressive stuff. You know, these Cards, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Ball.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. The 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Fly ball down the line. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. The 1-2. Swanson on to first. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out.
The shortstop, Mason Wynn.
And now the shortstop, Mason Wynn. He's 0 for 1. The Cardinals trailing by 2. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Boog, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Jay-Z batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Out towards right center field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. This is Cubs baseball on the show, Chicago. Back here in St. Louis. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. New arm of the mound for the Cardinals, Gordon Graceffo.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now the first baseman, Michael Busch. Foul ball. A changeup missing, and 1-1.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And now it's 1-2. Up the middle, a dive, nice stop to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous play, but for me, it starts with a well-broken-in glove. To have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball is going to be right in the pocket, so you've got a clean transfer, pop back up to the feet, and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job.
Now at the plate, Brenton Doyle, 1 for 2. Swing and a foul out of play. The 0-1.
Ball 1.
He's in the top 10 for most stolen bases in baseball right now, Siggy. You can't ignore him when he gets on base.
Ball 2.
That's
Ball
off the
inside.
mark. 3 balls and a strike.
Ball
3-1, and he
4,
couldn't
first
come up
base.
with it.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
One down. So up next for Chicago, Moises Ballesteros. Runner on the go, pitching for a strike. Throw to second, out of bounds, safe.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Way inside. One out, the runner at second, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Popped in the air, left field, and there's two away.
Up next for the Cubs, shortstop Dansby Swanson.
And now it's Dansby Swanson. That's inside. Doyle stands at second with two gone. That's in there. And that's strike one. Man on second, two down. Fastball for a strike.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
There's a 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. One and two here. Runner at second, two down. High fly ball out to left field. Nootbaar on his way over, and that'll do it. One left for the Cubs, but they're on top 2-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Right fielder, Jordan Walker.
Hit softly on the ground to third. Zips it to first. One pitch and one out.
Up next for the Cardinals, left fielder, Lars.
Back to the top of the order. Now it's going to be Lars Nootbaar.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
That's a ball.
The Cards down by a pair here in the bottom of the 6th. Fouled off left side. One now. Foul ball there. Next one in the dirt. In the air, left field, down the line. That one is foul, and he'll see another. Fights it off, he'll see another. That one missed. And that's an 8-pitch walk. He really made the pitcher work for that one.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
Into box again, takes the strike.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat. Right here, try to close that gap, but at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Here comes the 0-1. And that drops in for a strike. Bullpen action for the Cubs. Max Scherzer preparing to come on if needed. Thielbar also throwing. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone.
The 1-2. Way inside. Gets away. And now a man into scoring position.
Really good read by the runner there. His secondary lead, he anticipates the trajectory going down and gets a really nice jump up to second base. Now he's in scoring position. He's taken away the double play opportunity.
One out and a runner at second. Outside low. Full count now. Nolan Gorman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Payoff pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Line drive. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. Runner around third. And now they trail by one. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here's the third baseman, Nolan Gorman. One-run game, one out, one on.
It's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
That one's in there. Going to count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
And that's a strikeout looking. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. Still 2 challenges left for them. Next pitch downstairs. 3-2 now. Pedro Pajes in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Payoff pitch. And ball 4 to the board.
Well, he took his chance at getting in the chase right there, but with first base open, walking out a bad thing, he set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
First and second, one out. Pedro Pajes now at the plate.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Dave.
Top of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
2 on, 1 out. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
The 1-1. And that is out of play. That just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's a really good take.
The 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a ground ball. Just foul down the right field line. Wow. Two now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
That one off the mark. Ball 3.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Outside, and that is ball 4. What a payoff for that battle. He brings home the run on the walk and puts the tying run just 90 feet away. Here's the Cardinal DH, Nelson Velasquez. Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see pitching change.
Now pitching for the Cubs.
Caleb Thielbar on the pitch out of the pen here.
Really tough spot to come into out of the bullpen. Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game. A lot can happen right here.
For a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
One out. The go-ahead run is at second. In for a strike. 0-2 now.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait for the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because Will will get around the league in a hurry.
In the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Ball. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Away the first offering. And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Cards on the board with this double. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Back here at Busch Stadium, here's the Cubs leadoff man, Nico Horner. Scott on the move to the alley. He's got it. And pitching one out.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard-hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Moniak stands in now and watches strike 1. Swings through that one out in front that time. Got him swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Brent Rooker getting ready to hit. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Two down, nobody on. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 2-1. Back back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. Check swing, and he went strike one. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Ball to strike. Fastball for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Now here's a flare off the bat. Down the line, and it's foul. Pitches into dirt. Ball two. Sets him down on strikes. A big first out here in the seventh via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Here's the second baseman, Thomas Sajazi. The Cubbies holding on to a one-run lead here at the bottom of the seventh. Out number two.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
Walker up for the third time here. Watches that one miss.
You know, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Late swing fouled off. The 1-1. Fouled off. He was late. One and two now. That one way inside. Swings through it for the K. Had him out front for strike three. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They're down 2-1.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Riley O'Brien.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Well, one-run game. Pete Crow Armstrong digs in now. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late. No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over aggressive. He's got to make sure. That pitch is right on a tee for him.
The hitters count the 2-0. And there's a foul ball. Strike two.
This guy's sink has so much drop area. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
That's off the mark. Full count now. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And now it's Alex Bregman. Right through there for a strike. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high-leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking his own and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
Inside. Ball.
Two outs, base is empty. And now Michael Busch. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the
Brenton Doyle will hit next.
Brenton Doyle.
Busch, the runner at first with two gone. And it's fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Cubs lead one, but they still lead it 2-1. Back here in St. Louis, ready for the bottom of the 8th. New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Max Scherzer.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. And that misses. And the count is 1-1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
The 1-1.
Ball.
Scherzer deals. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 2-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. Pitch in the dirt. Full count now. Stays alive. And a payoff pitch. Sets him down looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
And here is Alec Burleson. That one close, rule the ball. Ball 1. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The Cubs trying to hold a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's off the outside edge. And now it's even 1-1. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away. Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. Look at him working hard out there.
Got him looking for the strikeout.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2- or 3-run homer.
Nolan Gorman, the next to hit.
Ball 1.
And that's downstairs. And it's 2-0. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Pedro Pajes in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 down, nobody on. And the tying run is on base.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Making a move at first. Cardinals going with a pinch runner, Nathan Church. Pedro Pajes next up for the Cardinals.
typically the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
That one misses. That's 5 straight.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Quick move to first, and he's back in there. The 1-0. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Safe in second, and it easily steals the bag. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Down low, kicks away. The throw to third. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Fastball for a strike at 95. The tying run is 90 feet away. Swing and a miss, struck him out. The Cards leave one, and our score remains 2-1. So coming into the game now on defense, Cesar Prieto. He's the new third baseman. Here's the catcher, Moises Ballesteros. 0 for 3 in this one.
Ball too high.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. The 1-0. Swing and a pop off in foul ground. 1 away.
Oh, the ball will find you. You come into the game and better be ready because it's like the ball knows where's the new blood. But really nice play. That could have easily been botched.
Dansby Swanson, the next Cub to hit. Pitches in for a strike. 0-1. One-run game here at the top of the 9th. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now on an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
The 0-2. Out to short. Slings to first.
Yeah,
2 quick outs here in the top of the 9th. Running out of chances to pad the lead.
We talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive. Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Hit hard, base hit.
Up next for the Cubs.
Man at first, and next for the Cubs, Mickey Moniak. Fouled off to the right. Swing and a miss. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Off the mark there, and the count is 1-2. Corner on the go. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. One left for the Cubs as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead.
Now pitching for the Cubs.
Welcome back, and
Number
here comes the
48,
closer, Daniel Palencia.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Now it's the DH, Nelson Velasquez. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Right through there for a strike. One-run game, bottom 9.
Ball.
Outside low, and that's ball 1. That one missed.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Way inside, gets out of the way. The 3-1. Ground ball left side. Slings it across, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Up next for the Cardinals, center fielder Victor Scott II.
Here's the center fielder, Victor Scott. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Breaking ball through there for a strike. And the 0-1. That loaded triple digits.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. The Cubbies trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Cardinals now with just 1 out remaining.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split-finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now it's the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Palencia going for his 20th save of the year. And fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That's a base hit, and the tying run is on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's the second baseman, Thomas Sajazi. And the slider just misses. On the ground, right side. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Cubs take the first 2 games of this series on the road.
Well, a tight 2-1 ball game. Classic pitching and defense in this game. A lot of good execution, and neither team really beat themselves by way of mistakes. But ultimately, it came down to 1 or 2 key plays to make the difference for the win.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.